Did Tron Aries just pull Walt Disney out of its multi-year walk of shame? Today we follow Tron Aries, or what I like to call Jared Leto and the quest to be a real boy. Casting was spot on with this. Jared Leto is like 53 years old. Dude looks like he's 19. He hasn't aged a day. I don't know if he's a digital program or if he's the real life Morbius or if he's Hollywood's Dorian Gray. I'm not sure. He may just eat really well and take care of himself, which is foreign to me, but whatever he's doing, it works. Now we see the story unfold with Aries, a brand new program going through simulation after simulation to adapt, grow, learn, overcome, and perfect. All directed by the big baddie in this movie, Julian Dillinger, played by Evan Peters. Now, Julian Dillinger is no Jeffrey Dahmer, but I don't want to think of Evan Peters as Jeffrey Dahmer. To me, he'll always be the lovable, sarcastic, quirky speed demon that won our hearts is Quicksilver. As for the story of this movie, I can't really get too much into it. It'll be spoiler heavy if I do, and this channel remains 100% spoiler free. I'm not going to ruin anything. I'm not going to leak anything, so you guys don't have to worry about that. But I'll say what I can say for you guys. It's a computer program that, through its directives and through its prime goal, starts to develop moral issues and dilemmas, which is odd for a computer program, but it's a very sensitive topic and it's on everybody's minds today. Are we going too far, too fast? We don't understand things. Will it be for bad purpose, not so bad purpose? What will be the outcome if we're delving into this strange territory? So them incorporating it, adding it into the storyline, I think they did a pretty good job at this moment. I don't think it would work so much in the past. I don't think it's going to work so much in the future. We also have two titans of industry battling to become pioneers in their field, one for noble purpose, one for not so noble purpose, and things ensue. That's all I can really say for you. It's not an original idea, but its spin does pretty good. Speaking of casting, I think the casting department needs a little pat on the back. They need a little recognition and some kudos. I think they did a great job blending well-known names with a little bit lesser known names, and all of the actors did a wonderful job in this movie. We've got Jared Leto, who we'll talk about a little bit later, but we also have Greta Lee coming from the morning show, coming from the Spider-Verse movies. Yes, those Spider-Verse movies. We have Jodie Turner-Smith. I believe I saw her in The Last Ship. I was a fan of that series. I think I'm going to go back and watch it. We have a little bit part from Cameron Monaghan. It's a little bit part, but it's near and dear to my heart. It stood out for certain reasons. We have Hassan Minaj, Arturo Castro. Rounding it out, we have Gillian Anderson and the man who revived the role of Kevin Flynn from the original Tron. We have Jeff Bridges. Now, the director of film festival fame with a little tiny movie called Kon-Tiki, Joachim Roning, he directed Banditas. That's a good movie. I always like watching that. Saw that a few times. He directed Maleficent, Kon-Tiki, like I said, Max Manus, which I believe was the Norwegian film's like highest grossing all-time film. I believe he did Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. I think that's the entire name of the movie. That was a long name, but yeah, that wasn't one of the best Pirates of the Caribbean, but he did a solid job. I think he did a good job in this movie, other than just a couple of little tiny parts, a couple of little tiny scenes. All in all, the movie was solid for me. I wasn't taken out of anything. I had no issues with it at all. As for the couple of little spots that took me out, there's not really a whole lot to say about it. All in all, I think cinematography was fantastic in this movie. Everything blended well. You had a really hard time telling the difference between the real world and the digital world. There was only just 2 or 3 little tiny spots that gave me that uncanny valley. But pretty much for the most part, the CGI was dead on. It was spot on. Going back to the Tron Legacy, going back to the original Tron, even though they were titans in the time, it didn't stand the test of time very well. You could see the CGI problem. With this, I think it's going to stand up for a while. It was really good. There was one spot where, to me, it looked like it was VO3, Sora 2. It looked like maybe it was a short where you could tell that it was digitally animated, even the characters. It wasn't green screen. It wasn't anything like this. It was all 100% digital. That's the one thing that stood out to me. But I have no problems with the cinematography, really at all. Now, complementing the beautiful scenes and the visually stunning cinematography perfectly was the scores, the soundtrack by none other than 9 Inch Nails. Yes, Trent Reznor hit a home run with this. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It really, all in all, complemented it. It wasn't overwhelming. It wasn't subtle. The music hit how it was supposed to hit, when it was supposed to hit, and it put emphasis on the scenes when you were excited and anticipating and at the edge of your seat. The music complemented it. Whenever there was an emotional scene or a dreadful scene or a foreboding, the music complemented it. I think Trent Reznor and 9 Inch Nails knocked it out of the park with this. Now, before my rating, we will go back to my personal opinion of Jared Leto. And this is going to be a hot take, guys. So tell me, drop a comment below. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you think I have a problem? I don't know. But while you're there, do me a favor, give me a like, give me a subscribe so you can stay notified every time I put out weird little movie reviews like this. But on to the opinion. Now, Jared Leto is a fine actor, a master of his craft. He's had roles that will stand out in the annals of Hollywood history. He's a fine musician. 30 Seconds to Mars is a great band. But he makes me uncomfortable. Something is off with the dude. You can't be 53 and look like you haven't aged since you were 15. It just doesn't work like that. I don't know what he's doing, but I only accept 2 immortals in Hollywood, either Connor McLeod of Highlander or Keanu Reeves. And Jared Leto is no Keanu Reeves. Now, after inviting all of the hateful comments, on to my rating. Is this worth the price of admission? Wait for it to stream or not worth the data? I would 100% say it's worth the price of admission. As a matter of fact, if you're going to watch this movie, watch it on the big screen. You won't be sorry. Small screen really isn't going to do it justice. I think if Walt Disney stays on this track and makes more movies like this, they can finally get out of the doldrums and start making money again. And that's my review for Tron Aries, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I really like this movie. If it would have been done in the summer, it'd be a summer blockbuster. I think it's going to be probably, if not the highest grossing film this year, it's going to be among the top. But do me a favor, tell me what you think. Is this movie going to be the saving grace of Walt Disney like Deadpool was for Marvel, like The Simpsons was for Fox? Or do you think Walt Disney has already done too much damage and they're not going to be able to survive what they already did? I'm interested in hearing your take. As always, if you have something to say to me, I would appreciate hearing from you. I'm always interested. You can leave it in the comments below. If you have an idea or a suggestion for a movie you'd like to see me review here on this channel, you can leave it in the comments, or you can head over to my Discord, drop me a little message, and I will definitely put it in the queue. Until next time, guys, I hope you have a great day. I'm being serious, man. I mean, Jared Leto, it's not natural. It's not natural. He's got the zombified portrait of himself up in his attic, or he's got the Fountain of Youth on tap in his kitchen sink, or a Brita water filter. I don't know. Maybe stealing the life force from the innocent. I can't put my finger on it, but it's voodoo, I tell you. It's pure voodoo.